What's up, guys? It's Joey
and Bree Bree
from the Pop Stop, and you are watching Out of the Box, one of my personal favorite YouTube shows.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Out of the Box. And today's episode is going to be a cool episode because it's about what I did this weekend. This weekend, I went to a pop swap in which a bunch of us got together at this place and we traded Funko Pops to one another. Because over there, like, say you have some Funkos that you're really not interested in anymore, and someone else might be interested in those Funkos. So at the Pop Swaps, you can go ahead and swap with one another. Now, it was pretty cool. This was our first one. And at this event, we were able to see some pretty cool Funkos. I mean, Sharknado, it's been a while since I've seen that one. One guy had two Chase Star-Lords, where they're coming pretty common. He also had a Thor that was from Gemini Collectibles. I've only seen that on the website. Now, he also had the Admiral Akbar, the blue box Admiral Akbar. Now, I have the black box, and he had a penguin. I looked at the bottom of that penguin, and it was from 2011. That's my first time seeing a penguin in the wild. I only seen the penguin on Facebook and those sites like that, but that was pretty cool to see the penguin in person. And of course, he also had the blue box of Hammerhead. He had Jack Teller. He had a Chase. He also had the Captain America. It's been a while since I've seen that one. And he had the Aquaman. And at the bottom, there was also some $5 pops that he was selling at the bottom. So it was pretty cool to see those things. I mean, there was pops that I haven't seen in a while, and some that I've only seen on websites. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys, I wish I would have done some more video, but I didn't. I think I got a couple of more clips. Let me go ahead and play those couple of clips so you can see what we did. If you guys take a look at that there, that's a couple of things that we did. We traded a few things. So let me go ahead and show you my haul, what I was able to trade. Now, the first two things I got, I bought. One guy was selling these for $5, and these are two that I do not have in my collection. The Podarium from FYE. I don't have that one, so I have to add that one. And of course, Morgan from The Walking Dead. I mean, $5 the guy was selling them. So I went ahead and purchased those instead of trading mine. Now, the one I was really happy to get because I didn't have to order him from the funkoshop.com, and that is Hong Kong Phooey. Yes, I was able to pick up Hong Kong Phooey, and I think I traded, yeah, I did trade Stitch from the Disney, the Gemini collectible one, for this Hong Kong Phooey. And also, I was able to pick up a Amazing Spider-Man #2. I can't remember what I traded for him for, but it was something I didn't want anymore. And I already have Amazing Spider-Man #2, but this one was a better box, so I went ahead and got that one. Pretty cool looking. Also, talking about movies, well, this is a television show. Check this out, folks. Grey Wind from the Game of Thrones. I was able to pick that one up. And you guys know I'm trying to get that Game of Thrones selection. And I can't remember what I traded for that. So much happened this weekend. Also, that same guy, if you guys saw that, he had Hammerhead, the blue box Hammerhead. I went ahead and picked me up the blue box Hammerhead, which I already have this one, but this box looked like it was in a better condition, so I went ahead and got this one. Now, also, if you guys saw it, had to pick him up. Akbar, the blue box Akbar. Check him out, folks. I was able to get a blue box. I traded that one too. So none of this, I only spent $10, and the rest I got off of trades. Now, also, I can't remember how much I got this one for. I can't remember what I traded this one for. But this is the Luke Skywalker. I don't think he's vaulted, but I wanted an extra one of these. So I got me an extra one. So now I have two of these. And last but not least, in that selection, I was able to get this Chase Leatherface. Check it out, folks. I've always wanted one of these, and I could never catch them in a while. And I am not about to pay $90 to $100 for it. I was able to do a trade, and I got Leatherface. Pretty cool. So at the Pop Swap, these are all the things that I had picked up at the Pop Swap, folks. blue box General Agbar. I love that. And this Chase Leatherface. Love that. Hong Kong Phooey. Now, what happened next? The next day, I went to Houston, Texas, because they had an awesome toy collector show. And what I did, I wanted to experience being a vendor behind a table, because my cousin, he has a table out there because he sells collectible toys. He don't sell Funko figures. He sells collectible Star Wars and the old stuff. And he had told me that he had 4 tables. He had an extra one if I wanted to go out there. So I was able to experience being a vendor. So I brought some of my Funkos to sell, some extra ones that I had, some that I really wasn't attached to anymore. And honestly, I really didn't sell that many. I maybe sold, God, maybe 10 I sold. And what I did, I jacked up the price because I really didn't want to sell my Funkos. Funny story. I had this one guy, he came to my booth, and I had the Batman at my booth, the glow-in-the-dark Batman, if you guys remember that one. He was in the Lego Batman. I had bought that at Target a long time ago, and I had it marked up at $35. I said, well, nobody's gonna buy this thing for $35 because the box was pretty beat up. The guy saw it and he bought it. I'm like, oh man, I really didn't want to sell that one. I should have put it higher. And I had a Wallowitz, the Wallowitz from the Big Bang Theory. I had that one. I had that one marked up at 35 bucks, thinking nobody would buy it. Well, the guy bought that one too. So I was able to make, what, 70 bucks right there just on those 2 pops. Then that same guy, now this is what's crazy. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but I'm gonna tell you guys anyway. That same guy came back. I have him up here. You guys probably seen that episode, that big glow-in-the-dark Batman, the Funko. They only made 500. What I did was I marked him at $145. I said nobody's gonna buy it. Now the reason why I brought those nice things, because I didn't want to think I was going there with a bunch of little cheap things, you know. I didn't want to be that guy. So I bought some good ones, like that Batman. I put it for $145. Now that same guy that bought those other 2 things that I really didn't want to sell, he comes to my table and he says, dude, I don't have the $145 right now, but if you give me your number, I'll get with you and I'll buy it from you, you know, like this week. And I told him, I said, dude, I'm not from Texas. I am going back to Louisiana, so I'm not going to be able to do that, which I was kind of happy because I really didn't want to sell him. And he's like, oh man, so you coming back? I said, yeah, I'll be back the next toy show. I ain't going back to the next toy show. I just wanted to experience that one time. But I didn't want to sell my thing. So let me show you guys what I picked up. Oh God, have mercy, I forgot. I see 2 more right here. This also, man, I am all screwed up. Sorry about that, guys. This also was from the Saturday show. I got these 2. Didn't want them. I had the collector from Guardian of the Galaxy, and the guy wanted the collector, and he had these 2 pops. He didn't want them. He said, look man, take these 2 and let me have the collector. I said, all right, I'll take these 2 off your hands and I'll take the collector. That was the Power Rangers, the Toys R Us exclusive, and Rita from the Hot Topic exclusive. So I got those in my collection, which I'll probably get rid of later. So let me get those 2 back to the Sunday show. Where did I put that at? Hold on a second, folks. I should be better organized than this. All right, at the Sunday show, let me, I picked this up. I know this is not a pop, but this is pretty cool. This is the famous couples. That's the Spider-Man and Mary Jane, which was pretty freaking awesome. I think this is from 1992. I want to say, no, 96. This is from 1996. And it's a limited edition, one of 24,000 pieces made. I guess that's showing up on there. Pretty cool looking toy. Pick that up. Now, the 2 Funkos that I picked up. I only picked up 2. And I traded with a guy. The guy came to my table. And the first one I let go was Muftuck, I think his name was, from Star Wars. You know, the guy with the 4 eyes, holding a cup in his hand, kind of furry looking, from FYE. I traded it for this right here, Kuchisaka. Coochie Soccer, folks. I've been looking at this thing for the longest and I wanted to order one on the internet, but I was afraid it might come in damaged. And when I saw the guy had Coochie Soccer, oh, that is freaking sweet. Check it out, folks. And that is from the Legendary Creatures and Myths. Now, I don't know if you guys know who Coochie Soccer is, but she is one of those ghost stories from Japan in which if you run into her in the streets, they say she was out in the streets, and if you run into her, she'll ask you a question, and the question is, am I beautiful? And if you say no, she kills you. And if you say yes, she still kills you, which is kind of crazy. But that's the story about Kuchisaka Ono. Her name is Kuchisaka Ono. But this is freaking awesome. I really, really, really love this pop. And then the other pop he had was from the Legendary Myths and Creatures. I traded that one for a Thor that I had. And it is Kappa. I wanted to get another one of those. Another Legendary Creatures and Myths. Kappa. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Kappa. Yeah, that's that thing in the water that grabs little kids and pull them in and kill them. That's another legendary myth in Japan, one of those ghost stories in Japan, which I think this one is pretty cool looking. Check it out. Look at there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So that's it right there. That's my weekend haul. You guys saw what I got Saturday. Now you guys saw what I got yesterday, which I'm pretty excited about. These two right here. Now guys, that is it for this episode of Out of the Box. If you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And also please subscribe and get those notifications, because man, I got some Star Wars box that came in. I got a Funko.com box that came in. I got a Greek Fuel box that's coming in this week. So I got 3 boxes I know I have to unbox. So I'm going to be busy this week unboxing. But for today, this is the video I'm doing today. So guys, till the next unboxing, I'll see you guys later. See how FYE package their stuff. Bam. Whoa, look at there. Padding. Okay.